if you flashed your ROM before rooting your Hisense A9, then you won't be able to use the stock boot image, and this took me way too long to figure out, so I am going to post a quick video about it. So I'm assuming that you've already gone through the process of installing the ROM, so you should have your platform tools and your what is it, I'll post a link to the A9 toolkit in the description, but there is the software package with fastboot, and then there's the one with ABD, and you need to use both. Anyway, so there's two pretty good Reddit guides for installing the ROM from stock, or installing the the Lineage OS ROM from stock, and there's a pretty good Reddit thread on how you root the stock the stock software, but there isn't really a great deal of documentation on how you root the A9 after you've already flashed Lineage OS or whatever other custom ROM. So that's what I'm going to go through. So I found this on GitHub. So we, for whatever reason, some Android systems use a single boot partition and some use a dual boot partition. But when they use the dual boot partition, I suppose the system only ever needs one. So in order to get our boot image, in order to run it through Magisk, we just have to go through this process. Sorry, I'm really tired. And that's how you get the boot image. It's really quite easy. So we're going to use the platform tools. ABD. I don't think we even need ABD for this. Sorry. Platform tools, devices. So I've obviously already rooted my device, but I'll go almost through the process again. Okay, so ABD devices, ABD root. That's important. And then we're doing ABD shell. Oops. Okay, so now we're pretty much operating as a root level user on the A9. So let me try and So now we're just going to navigate to the root of the phone. Yep, here we are. And we are going to run this code. So this is sort of unnecessary because we already know that it's the AB system, but whatever. And then, so this is the location of your two boot partitions, sort of where the boot partitions are mounted, if I understand it correctly, and then we run this command right here, and that tells you which partition is actually active. The other one we can just ignore, I suppose. I think it's just sort of like a recovery boot partition or something like that. Anyway, so we are interested in the location of our boot partition. Now we just run a simple dd command. Just slap that in there, output file. So you can put this wherever you want, but is it emulated storage or is it storage emulated? No. Yep, that's it. Documents, and we're going to call this boot a dot. Just like that. Yep, so now we have this boot image in our documents directory, and we can just open that in the Magisk app. You run it through the Magisk app, and then it gives you the the patched image, and then you just transport the patched image to your computer, and then you can just follow along with the Reddit guide. I recommend there's some apps in the Play Store that allow you to create a little FTP server on your Android phone, and that's definitely my preferred way to when you're moving around these sort of inconvenient 3 gigabit files. So yeah, I usually just kick up a quick FTP server and then open it up on my, it's probably still open right now, and then just open it up on my computer, and it makes it really pretty fast. Yeah, so in here, these are the boot images that Magisk has sort of parsed. So, and then you just whatever, fast boot, flash boot, boot.img or boot.a or whatever it is. It's pretty straightforward. I do recommend doing it a bunch of times, or expecting it to do a bunch of times, because it didn't work the first time I tried to do it, or the third time, and then I did it like 2 more times, and then it worked. So just be patient, I guess. I don't know. Hold on, and there was one mistake with the Reddit post. Let me... Okay, flash the custom ROM. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so yeah, so this line right here, fast boot flash boot.img, that's wrong. It should be fast boot flash boot space boot.img. So that looks something like, well, you can use your vivid imagination. Yeah, that's the prize pig right there. But yeah, I spent way too long trying to do this the wrong way. Because obviously there isn't really a boot image that you can download somewhere, and people only seem to be posting boot images for the stock ROM. So, but yeah, it's actually pretty straightforward to get it yourself if you know where to look. Yeah, that's it.